You're watching Weirdo Universe, where wonders take flight for the ship. I'm Alon.
I'm AJ, or whatever you want to call me.
This is Weirdo Universe. Thanks for tuning in on the weekend edition of our episode. And today, a lot of news around, especially on Supergirl. Not now. We finally get the DC version of Supergirl. The CW did their part. Now we're getting the official DC universe. So they've finally uploaded a teaser trailer, which we'll react to. As much as for being a Transformer fan, some news about that as well. So and more as we continue on. So let's get right to it. But yeah, AJ, do you have any thoughts to share before we begin?
On the topics we're going to be doing,
Yeah,
or just in
top
general?
topics,
Okay.
yes, if you have anything to share.
Well, um, for starters, the topic regarding Shia LaBeouf, I'm very excited about. Because again, we've been talking about the upcoming Transformers film for the past couple months, maybe a few years now. So getting that finding that post on social media a couple days ago just it was like a dream come true. Seeing the two OGs together from the live action films was
But when they show Peter Cullen now, it's like, man, he's is this
yeah.
yeah, he's getting to that age.
Oh yeah.
So it's
I
good.
He's still always gonna be that living legend,
Yeah, of course. But it's just
regardless.
like it's been I don't know, it's been a while seeing like I guess a new image of him just to know
Oh yeah.
what he's
Yeah,
like.
no, seeing a more, I guess you could say, a more modern photo of how he looks now is it hits because us growing up on that franchise it's like it hits you with nostalgia first, and then it's like, oh yeah, he's getting to that point of age where he'll probably be stopping voice acting this character at some point soon. So getting a photo of him was just it was like a dream come true seeing him in a more modern set. So that was great. And going back to the Supergirl section, um, I'm excited. I've heard that they updated her suit for her film.
and we get to see
So
and we do get to see a quick peek of Lobo.
yeah, a very quick peek. You blink and you miss it.
But yeah, so let's get no see. Okay, there we go. All right, here's the teaser. So it's only 2 minutes long, so not much to really see, but at least get a good idea of what we might get the story. Like, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy.
Showing the pause.
I, Cars Laurel, hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Krypton didn't die in a day.
What do you think of that? That was Krypton.
To think that we actually get a more modern design, because I mean, you
Sorry, that was
like
a big
with
pause there.
what?
That's why it was just a bit of a bad pause there.
um, because I think with CW, with like Supergirl then, and with the show Superman and Lois, they kind of show like a little design of their version of Krypton, right?
Hmm.
I I think I love the fact that they have this idea because they do in the comics. I think say that they have like a little force field of sorts where it keeps like I guess the oxygen or whatever inside the dome. I could be wrong, but I love the idea you get to potentially see that in the film.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I like the whole modern design because I always wonder because it's like I always want to see how they're going to show Krypton in a now more of a DC skin. We've seen the show series so much. We've seen the
Yeah.
CW's output. Now we're getting to see a really good because just backing it up a little bit.
Plus,
High bar to clear.
I didn't know any of
So look at that. It's like we
that is
get
beautiful,
we
man.
get a beautiful good glimpse,
Ah,
like a power shield almost, as if like an invasion is coming. As we know, Brainiac was the one who destroyed it, but who knows? Maybe there's a twist. I mean, it's not Brainiac; it's something else.
you were
yeah.
still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do you have this on your planet? Have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
All right, what do you think? It's so cool. I'm gonna try that. There's Lobo.
Ooh.
And
Oh, he looks so menacing.
for people that will watch this later, what's a good let's do a quick. What do you think of Lobo?
Who? Where do I begin?
Like, yeah, do you know any lore to share?
I know a little bit of his lore.
Well, in case you guys
I
don't
don't
know,
know if it would be.
I just know in the
I
video
don't know if
game,
it would be entirely completely accurate though, but I know
I
a
just
little
know
bit.
in the video games, his character you could play in the first Injustice, not the Among Us, not the
Yeah,
second. But just Momoa is the actor, and this is kind of like as you've seen, if you guys of course seen many of his movies, this is like his style.
well, what's better about this is the fact that one, he's mentioned himself that if he were to play any DC character, it would be Lobo.
I mean,
So I mean, so us getting him as the character he had basically was just like, hey,
uh,
James Gunn, give me this character, bro. And we're actually getting to see him in this character. I'm excited to see what they plan to do with him.
I mean, let's just look. You know, he got his cigarette. Sorry, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Um, uh, we're good. Oh,
Yeah.
we're good. All right, sorry for watching this. But yeah, you get the Lobo look. You got the cigarette, or maybe it's ammo casing. Who knows? Um, You got like grenades. Of course, you definitely could see the white paint, the red looks. You get to see that, and like I mean, the outfit.
I think you could see a little bit of his eyes because I think Lobo has red eyes, if I'm not mistaken.
Or doesn't he have like red face paint?
No, he has black face paint. I always jokingly called him um a Kiss member because of the black face paint that some of the members have. I just always jokingly said that he was like a DC version of Kiss, basically.
Yeah, but that's pretty.
What Superman man?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Oh, yeah.
And I see the truth.
Sorry. Trying to control it here.
The truth.
Wow, I can't really get that. Hang on.
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
There.
There we go.
We get now
Ah,
the first outfit. And in case you people don't know, I feel like I've seen her face before, and she was actually in Game of. I think she was in the Game of Thrones, but maybe the prequel series.
okay, interesting. Okay.
But
Well,
anyway,
I like the fact that we're getting her suit. Um, and now this is obviously like it's supposed to represent sort of the comic version, like the comic theme from the her debut. Which I believe is what James Gunn had mentioned. But the fact that we're getting that golden belt around her skirt is incredible. Granted, it's a lot bigger than it is like in the comic design, but to get that like pure like gold between the red and blue of her suit is phenomenal. I mean, it makes it pop.
yeah. I mean, it's very like this outfit's like very smooth and like slick. Like
Yeah,
you can see, like even they got like she got a little like arm neck, you know.
yeah,
But I realize the more I see this, well, this is a teaser, but at least we're getting a glimpse now. Because of course, if you haven't seen the Superman series, she's kind of like struggling, and of
oh yeah,
course, drinking isn't really the best medicine, but at least does cloud your mind a lot. And of course, her being old, she's older, and she
yeah. So
all
speaking of Supergirl, she is technically the oldest between her and Superman. Um, the thing though is that the reason why she looks younger is in most of her lore, she gets trapped within the Phantom Zone for a couple years, and then eventually gets out of it. I don't remember how. And then that's when she meets fully grown adult Kal-El, who's already been Superman for quite some time, which is basically what we get in the Superman film with her just crashing into the Fortress of Solitude at the end of the film, which I find hilarious, by the way. Um, I gotta say, I hope to see him. I hope to see David Superman again at the end of this film. Just
maybe.
a little like cameo, like the way that they did with Millie. I just find that would be just perfect.
Oh wow! Actually, even look on her right ear. I think there's a little earring right there.
Well, maybe.
Earring. think of that design?
Just oh, I don't. I I'm speechless to be honest. I love the formation.
And there's your official date. Six.
I love the formation of the logo. It is amazing. I mean, dude, I've always wanted a Supergirl movie. Specifically, I mostly wanted to get it where like you get her origins, like her origin from the start, like the beginning of the movie. You get her like kind of narrating a little bit, similar to how the CW did with her show, right? But you get to see. I'm hoping that they do this with Krypton, is that they actually start that off on Krypton a little bit. Because in the CW Supergirl series around, I want to say season 5, you get to see a little piece of Krypton that did survive.
Yes.
And that is where her mom and I think her dad lived on this like asteroid. And they had that like those white robes that they have in the teaser. So I'm happy that they brought that back, is the like natural like Kryptonian like clothing. Like to see that again, it was just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should put it back up, just get more in depth with the scenes. But yeah, actually it wasn't the shield, but it was interesting in that scene as Krypton was actually about to get obliterated. It was like a shield, and it picked it up just a certain like the main city, at least the
Yeah.
downtown, and just floated somewhere. But of course, we'll get a main trailer probably like 3 or 4 months in the new year because the movie's not coming out until mid next year. So we'll definitely react when that comes on. Of course, when the movie comes out, if we each see our and we'll get our takes with it.
Oh yeah.
But continuing on now, so yeah, we'll add more topics as we go. If there's anything that pops in our mind, we should discuss. But trans,
Oh wait,
oh,
before we move on to the Transformers part, because you had asked me if I knew anything about Lobo's lore a bit.
yeah,
So Lobo's species is basically extinct from a video that I think I watched a couple weeks ago, or maybe a couple months. I'll say couple months. It mentioned that he had basically his species base is basically unkillable. So like they can literally regenerate from literally a drop of blood, right? I mean, you do see this on occasion with Lobo in the comics. I mean, he gets say like his finger chopped off, or his the rest of his body gets maybe disintegrated or something. He will literally regenerate completely from that missing limb. It's insane. Um, I think it mentioned that he had massacred his entire species just for the fun of it. Um, again, don't quote me on any of this because I could be very wrong. So I will probably do some research later and then post about it later on today. And but it's very interesting because you don't really get to see a lot of Lobo in a lot of DC projects unless it really has an important role for him.
mhm.
Because like the Injustice series, I finally managed to get all 4 seasons. Thank you. Because first thing I almost one of the very first things I got with my first paycheck, literally, was just all 4 seasons of Young Justice on Apple TV. Um, but they bring Lobo in for a certain role, and it was kind of small throughout, like I think the last 2 seasons. but it was big enough for him to like just show up and actually you get to see like, oh, well, how strong is he? How like durable and all of that, right? Phenomenal. The design was great. I mean, you got to even see his space bike. I mean, he's literally like, the Harley Davidson.
Yes.
Yeah, think of a giant ass motorcycle.
Oh yeah, that motorcycle he has. It's like
Yeah, like
Lobo took on Ghost Rider.
yeah.
Like he
I mean, it's
killed him
just
and took his bike and just upgraded it or something.
yeah. I mean, it's like he literally stole Ghost Rider's bike, teched it out, and then just has it where it's able to fly him throughout space at like
Man, I tell you
supersonic
one thing,
speeds.
because what do you like the Supergirl, the actress that plays her? She's gonna have definitely some humor. There's gonna be a lot of humor
Oh
moments.
yeah,
Now
they
imagine,
did say that they were gonna have a lot of comedy in this film, at
yeah,
least enough
imagine
to
the
fit her
comedy
character.
now as Jason Momoa being Lobo. You know how Lobo
Oh,
his dialogue is
that's gonna be oof.
hilarious. But here's the other thing that might be a bit that I wonder they're gonna show, and when they make the trailer, we'll get a little insight of
I
Lobo.
want to see a little interaction in the like official trailer between.
There's that, but then we might get a little interact. At least maybe get some back dialogue of what happened with him.
Maybe.
Because sometimes being who he is actually from like kind of like a bad past, so you act very well. Like what you said, that I'm not sure. What he said about him pretty much erasing his kind is probably true.
Well, I know that he is at least the. You don't see any other species that resembles Lobo in any DC lore at
Yeah,
all. It like he is the only one, and again, I don't know if it was him who just offed his entire species existence and let him be the only one for whatever reason, but it's Lobo. Knowing him, he probably had a part to play in that. So I mean, I would love to see if the D are they calling it the DCU or are they still going by the DCEU?
well, it looked like they did. I don't know, they did like DC Studios.
Okay, so basically like Marvel.
Yeah.
So I've been calling it the DCU just because of the new like rebrand that they've done
Hmm.
due to the reboot that James Gunn had started. So I would love for them to do a little, maybe a series of just like Lobo, or I wouldn't say like a full on movie, but at least like a season of like getting to know the character a bit, you know?
I realize. Let's maybe keep the DC going a little bit because I do recall seeing the Green Lantern trailer
Yeah.
when
I have to probably rewatch it, but
it's a quick.
I'm loving, I'm already loving what it's showing, and the casting in it is already phenomenal.
Well, I'll just show it. Sorry with all the noises. People that'll see this. Just got a little black going on at the moment. Anyway, should have waited later.
Also, forgive me if you guys notice that I'm looking down too much. It's because I have a dog that's currently laying on my foot.
I'm both the best.
What? Well, I didn't say get off my foot. I just said You're on my foot.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. It's only a quick level.
I've trained my entire life for this.
You're not ready to get up in front of the class until the ring says you are.
Nah, no. Go back to the end of that. Was that them in their suits?
Oh. Oh no, that was just a sign.
No, did you not see that like flash of green? There. You didn't
Oh,
see it?
I didn't see it.
Damn. It's like right above like center screen up to like the right a
I'll
little
watch
bit.
it. I'll watch on my own. I'll watch it when I have the time later. Um, but yeah, I have a couple more things to share, but let's go right to the Transformers.
Okay.
So yeah, Shia LaBeouf finally makes his appearance, so we know that it's happening. This is all that we've been waiting on, even though it's what 3 more movies happening. I think Michael Bay is planning, but
Yeah, I
is it
think
it's
there
hard to
was like what, maybe a sequel to the Bumblebee film?
yeah. So it's like it is Bayverse, but still there might be a lot of fillers they're still trying to do to finally wrap this up. But at least the Transformers series, at least the Transformers fandom is back. As if it's been in slumber for way too long, and all the drama and all that. But yeah, Shia LaBeouf, in case you people don't know, he was playing Wick Wiki. And in case you know what Wick
Yeah.
was, well, there's a lot of theories. Me and AJ, we had our theories. We don't know it's true, but it seems like the way his character is built seems like that. We'll see in the next film. But um, yeah, like so he made an appearance at like a Comic Con event, and of course the great Peter Cullen, and now in Peter Cullen, well, I think his last name's Welker, who voices Megatron. So even he was there too. So anyway, LaBeouf
Wait,
came
like
in.
the original voice actor for
Let me research this, but let me research this. But yeah, I
Oh no,
heard he
no,
came.
was that the voice actor for Unicron who died? Shit, I don't remember.
Well, there was an Instagram post, and I saw something about Welker. Like he made a um, but it's just a quick just a quick talk about it. It's happening.
I'm excited about it. I do have a new theory about this. Um, oh,
I know it's a bit like it was like a. I'm not gonna show you the post, but it's just a. He made an appearance. Met Peter Cole. I thought it was something about yeah. Oh, Frank Welker.
hmm, okay,
Yeah, no, Frank Welker. Yeah, he's the original. He's the voice. He did Freddy in Scooby Doo. I think he did Megatron or just
yes.
Soundwave.
Um, it might have been Soundwave, maybe.
No, yeah, I did Megatron.
Okay,
Yeah, so yeah, well, Buff made an appearance. It was a very humble moment. Met Peter Cullen. You know, got like a handshake and all. So it was just just seeing that, meeting him. So it's just all speculation. It's happening.
Yeah, he didn't exactly say that it was official, but he said uh he told the person that I think was interviewing him, and he was like, um we're trying to make it happen,
Yeah,
basically, is
yeah,
what
and
he said. So I
he
mean,
also said some like another actor that's as well trying to join in. I
okay.
don't know who specifically, but definitely part of the Transformers cast. So it's
There's
started
so much.
so much, but it's starting to develop to know that as for people that have been Transformers fans for a long time, or just joined in, or who knows,
I'm also excited about this upcoming film
that it might reveal.
because due to the fact that this is basically going to take place after the last night.
It could be the
That
last
means
night, or it could be the filler between 3 and 4.
maybe, yeah.
We are dying
Well,
to.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it would be after the last night because if they already have like saying Cade and the girl that he was with in the last night is there, that would have to be like the after the last night's timeline.
I mean, those like, and of course, Shiloh Wiki is he have a big role, small role? We don't know. It'd be a little mix. We're not sure, of course, until we get a trailer, which won't be probably enough for.
I do have a theory about this though, about his character's potential fate in this film. Like I do feel like they
I
might
think we're just
kill
missing
him off.
one more character to be a certain character.
I feel like they might kill off Sam with Wiki.
Oh no, that I figured. That I
Like
figured. They're trying to end.
them bringing him in along with Megan Fox's Michaela from the first two films. That is a big bold move. I mean, not a lot of movies bring back um, the OG characters for it. Like, I mean, what maybe Scream done it for their recent films, and then they've killed them off. So I mean, I'm sure they're probably gonna do the same thing with Sam and Michaela then. But what excites me about about Rise of Unicron, is the fact that this will be the very first Transformers film that you get to hear Bumblebee's actual voice throughout the entire thing.
And that's the other thing, because like here's the other thing is since we got that, of course they might do AI generated, or if they want to reach out to someone to do a, it can even be like a young actor just to do a voice, like in
They could. Well, didn't they have like Dylan O'Brien voice him? Or like in the
in
last
Transformers
films
Prime.
that no, in like well, maybe in Transformers Prime, I think it
Wait,
was,
what's his
but
name?
no, in like the Bumblebee film, like at the start of the Bumblebee film,
Wait, what was
and
his,
then like when he gets his voice back in the last night,
wait, what was the name?
Dylan O'Brien. At
Yeah,
least I think.
yeah, he played Young B in that series, so they could ask him. He did
Because
play.
I mean, I would love to hear him as Bumblebee again. That was just so nice to like just to get. So I mean,
Of course,
we'll see what they do.
we'll see what they do. And of course, the one character we're all been waiting on is Unicron. And I mean, they did a good
Oh
role.
yeah,
They picked a good actor, a famous actor to voice, so they could use him, or they might go for someone a little menacing. We'll find out. But I think the last thing to talk about video game show related, sticking with the topic, is Tomb Raider. In case people
Yeah,
don't know, season 2 came out, and I'm about to finish it up shortly.
I need to finish it. I need to
But
start that, but
here's so just to give you the sum up. So the story is, or at least another world-ending cataclysm sort of thing, or more like a trying to restart the world
oh,
in a way. So the story is there's this character that was once an archaeologist like Laura, but in her journeys of research, she met someone, and this is where I kind of thought this is kind of like Eternals. So
oh Lord.
there was like a meteorite. So it was a meteorites collision, but each certain meteorite had a certain particular mass that's like the life cycle, you know, life, death, and disease, like all that. And each mass gives you that ability. And these people have been around for a long time. So like they kind of almost like Eternals in a way, whereas like these people, god and goddesses alike, kind of like trying to protect the world, but the world requests too much. So this certain archaeologist, she has this thought that she could help reset the world with all the disease and wars and all that. But in order to do that, she needs these maps, and these people have had it, or either just were once them. But she comes and uh, takes it. But in case you didn't see, season 1. So anyway, she's trying to get all the mask and try to become mortal in a way, but trying to reset the Earth. Like just not like Earth entirely, but at least just like kind of reset it in a way to be like all that's gone. That's what she thinks.
Just so basically, kind of like population reduction.
Yeah,
So Thanos.
but it's interesting because it's like they went to New Orleans, so it's almost like folklore in a way, like voodoo folklore, and mixing with like of course African like history, and like
Oh,
it mixes that up. So in season 1, how it ends, I'll try to just sum this up real quick. So how it ends, as Laura's finally done, no more adventures. She gets a call from Mia. Mia gets abducted. She goes to her apartment. Everything's crashed. Everything's just all over
yeah.
the place. And she realized what she was researching, took the mask and left. So it kicks off back that where she goes to either I think it was Ireland. When she goes to a cemetery, finds her, rescues her, then a certain character just pops up helping Laura out, and she doesn't know who she was. But she worked for this archaeologist. And I tell you, she does the best sales pitch of a villain possible. You can, like, know what she's saying is a lie. So she convinces Laura just about, like, what if we can, like, instead of trying to be the thieves, or, like, because Laura and the Crofts, her dad, her dad was like that. Just searches the history, goes to the place, gets the thing, returns it back to his place, and either sells it or keeps it for himself, like every other treasurer in Tomb Raiders that get like what they collect. But anyway, like so the next one is a kind of like another world reset, but now you got to start instead of trying to prevent it, you kind of have to stop someone to do it. So, and like each of these people had the mask except for one, and it was like this character's brother in that time. And what was interesting is in order to be free from it, you actually literally have to eliminate yourself, and the mask will shatter.
Oh,
It's like you kind of get free from it, the mask will shatter.
that's a dark turn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's like the only one way that you can like, in a way,
Well, I mean, when it comes to a lot of those type of cursed objects. That's
I mean,
usually how it
that's
goes.
that's like the somewhat plot, but what they actually upped a little thing. I think the graphics a little bit, at least the animations are. I guess they kind of upped it a little bit. Nothing like too wacky, but I think it's like a little more crisper. But then now they're adding like a little more on the fighting, a little more blood. Cause they're like it showed like Laura Croft fighting this one character, and they're like swinging. It's like a UFC fight. You could think of it like the way they fight is just like they're almost equally matched. And I just think it's happy because now they're. What's also very happy is Mia and Laura are working together, and those two have been classmates for a long time, even like childhood friends. So imagine having a friend that loves adventures and you work together to kind of like achieve what you've been researching. So it's like good to see me, Maya back. They're working together, and again, like the whole crew. And that's what you know. These animations is after the last Tomb Raider franchise game, Shadows, because in Shadows, Jonah kind of built a relationship with like a local at like a small town. So it's like they show her, so you, at least you know it's it's like definitely the sequel after that. So anyway, it's a bit crazy. Like if you watch the trailer, it's pretty cinematic. Like it's quite cinematic. That's all I'll say. But not only that, the games. So they're not continuing probably based on after Shadows, but it's like people have been wanting games more than the series. And we know there's a movie coming out. They're filming. They found an actor for undisclosed role, but they could but that's being filmed in January, so they say that might hopefully shapeshift the franchise at least. Yeah, I'll say shapeshift the franchise, so I can't wait for that. That's beyond Prime. But the games, though, which I want to do a little trailers to show. So they made one's a remake from the how do they say this I think it was the 90s.
Oh, one of the old
One
ones.
the old one, but they remade it. They remade it, and then there's a new one that it's like after this one. Um, there's this other one is actually one that's voiced in this was actually one the character voiced it. That's not Mad Max, Mass Effect series. So
I heard that series is a pretty good game too.
I just thought do a little Tomb Raider sharing. It's on Netflix. I mean, they could do one more if they wanted to. But here's the
Lost Worlds. Frozen.
I've been wanting
But
to
the
actually been
events
wanting to
are
play
still
the game.
etched in my memory.
But just like at least for this current release.
Lost Worlds.
Honestly, like very
Frozen
slowly
in
kind of
time.
dying a little bit. Yeah, like a
Oh
lot of people
wow!
always hate on like character designs for Laura, but this is her look. There's like the upgraded look of
That
Now,
almost looks like
PS5.
from the last modern game that they had.
Yeah.
Damn.
New
Oh, Tomb
discoveries
Raider.
waiting behind every door.
I mean, this game is not just
Cross
for
every
character,
chasm.
like not just the action. I mean, if you guys want this to colors, this game has it. Now, when the original
know
one came
then.
out,
The path this adventure would send me on.
they actually took on dinosaurs. They took on
Yeah,
dinosaurs.
no, you weren't kidding on the
I mean, not only that, the dual pistols, but this is the gameplay style in the 90s. Like, look, when she does this leap.
But it lit a fire
Oh.
that still burns. I need to see more. I need to go further. To uncover the secrets of Atlantis.
I mean, like the dual wheel, she got the class, almost like the classic look, you know?
Well, not even just that. She is literally bringing her original, like, just her original design, just modernized.
Some legends are destined to be retold.
Yeah, so that's that one. And then there's this one. Oh,
The entire world knows your legend.
Turmeric Atlas, the voice of this
You
creator.
survived the Dragon's
The Master
Triangle. Crossed the threshold to Atlantis. I've heard a dozen tall tales that say you're unstoppable. But I say, all legends must come to an end.
That's where you're wrong.
See? Then we get a different character, like, outfit as well.
I'm just getting started.
Kinda.
The voice of this one actually plays the Master. I mean, it's more like a lookout than that, but so anyway, it's just like, for me, I've been a Tomb Raider fan not the rematch, not the 90s. I wasn't, of course, I wasn't born, but like, even though they're making remasters of it, like, not that, but like, at least releasing it out on PlayStation because of the anniversaries, because it's been going on, honestly, that long. But what really got a lot of people's attention when it came out in 2000, in the 2000s, like 13, I want to say, actually later than that. It was during the PS3 times. But
Might have been maybe 2013, maybe a little earlier.
I would say 2013. But I just been a fan, like, never knew much about it. But of course, around this time, Uncharted, which is like Lara Croft, but it's like now more like the male version, same style of combat. So that's been way popular. So that was starting a little bit more popular, but then they did the Tomb Raider, and a lot of people really was hooked into it. So I was part of that fandom and been a fan ever since, until now, till current time. So I just thought to share that, just to know, like, at least it's because Tomb Raider, it's like they've been doing the series, animation series, because after Shadows, it was like, what's next? So and then they doing this animation series, and then it did well enough to do doing a second season, maybe a third. We'll see. But it was really the games. A lot of people want to do the games, so now they're doing. This was shown in the. This was at least shown during the Game Awards that happened yesterday. So just want to at least share my input with that, and just to show you.
No, I'm excited for that now because that you really weren't kidding about the 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 updated graphics and stuff. Holy shit!
I know it's like it
I
just
mean, they really brought the original like game back, but completely upgraded.
yeah, like
Like, holy fuck! I thought it was like actually a genuine movie because, like, I mean, like she almost looks like an actual person. Like, I mean, that's how real they made her look. That is insane,
and
man.
the voice actress was actually doing two. Oh, Alex Wilton Regan is the okay. She did Cyberpunk Dragon Age, but
She did what?
she's voicing she's the voice for these two Lara Crofts.
Whew,
Apparently, it's
man.
in depth. She takes over from previous voice actors to bring a new nuanced depth of characters, filling her experience in games like Cyberpunk and Dragon Age.
Oh shit! Wait, as Cyberpunk 2077?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm doing a little research. Oh, she voiced Samantha in the Mass Effect series.
Sounds familiar.
Anyway, she voiced it because
Yeah.
Alistair in the last story, and Samantha Traynor in the Mass Effect 3. Anyway, just thought to share. That will conclude our our weekend episode. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you next time.